Hi everybody, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We have a shortened show this week because our PBS stations are pledging right now, but we have a lot of stuff jam-packed into it, and we're going to start with some red-hot crappie fishing kind of in the southern part of the Lower Peninsula. Then we're going to move a little bit north and we're going to chase some bunnies with some beagles. Lots of good stuff on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors. Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's the love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, offering a variety of meat products. Country Smokehouse is located 3 miles south of I-69 on M53, just south of Imlay City. Country Smokehouse is a meat processor, a butcher, and a destination for sportsmen. By Pictured Rocks Boat Cruises of Munising, exploring Lake Superior's Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore with its sandstone cliffs, caves, waterfalls, and lighthouses. Pictured Rocks Boat Cruises on the web at picturedrocks.com. By Greenstone Farm Credit Services, making recreational land ownership possible across Michigan and northeast Wisconsin. Begin your land financing journey at one of Greenstone's 37 locations or visit greenstonefcs.com. By Vanguard, a global manufacturer based in Michigan featuring rifle scopes, binoculars, and spotting scopes with lifetime warranties. Vanguard supplies sporting optics and accessories for the outdoor enthusiast, online at vanguardworld.com.
A couple of weeks ago, Jordan and I got to spend an afternoon on the ice here in Livingston County. After many failed attempts at finding some fish to cooperate with the cameras this winter, today's trip sounded pretty promising. So after a quick game of rock, paper, scissors, Jordan grabbed the camera, I grabbed my fishing gear, and we hit the ice with Ray Edwards, Rob Taylor, Steve Bowen, and Don Ollie to see what we could do. Oh my goodness, I think we picked the best day to go ice fishing. We're out here in Fenton on Lake Shannon with my good friend Ray Edwards. It's a private lake that Ray lives on, and he says, which we can only believe half of what Ray ever says, but he said the crappies are on fire right now, and he's been catching piles of them. So we came out here with a couple of buddies and just having a day of fishing in the sun out here before the ice all goes away. So we'll see how it goes. Ray says the name of the game out here is drilling lots of holes and using electronics to stay on the fish. He's found that these crappies are staying in this little corner of the lake but still moving in a school. So if his Vexlar doesn't show fish in a hole, he'll move on to the next one until he sees fish on the graph, and only then will he drop a line in. Even with this mobile kind of fishing, it didn't take much patience to find success today.
This is going to be ugly. But like that's all fish right there. So as soon as you see this in one of your holes, you get a flat red line, then you know they're not fish. This is all fish. Yeah, I found these fish a couple weeks ago. They're staging right here, getting ready to spawn, and there's just a pile of crappie in here right now, and that's what we're targeting is crappie right here. So the other day when we were out here, we all limited out. So I'm sure we'll catch a lot. I mean, they're just chasing this bait. 3, 4, 5 foot off the bottom coming up. So just using the electronics and getting them to go.
Well, I have to admit, Ray was right about the fishing out here. Things turned on right away. The bite was on with no end in sight.
Oh yeah, that's a better one.
There's a nice one. Already got it. I didn't even get it down there. They've really gone downhill, haven't they? Foot under the ice. 1 foot under the ice. Oh, there's a good go.
Working up a sweat. It's so warm out. Whoops.
What do we got here?
We got another fish. Fish on.
So it would appear that you're kind of like the fish master of the
Yeah.
group then.
It's like my first time. Oh.
If we can just get Jenny to catch one, we've got a net for her fish.
Hey! Right! The drought is over. That's a nice fish, right? Okay, it was worth it. Cool. This is a lot of fun. Jordan was just saying, Jordan's running the camera. He's just saying that in the last 10 minutes, we've caught more fish today than we have on any of the other ice fishing stories we've tried this year. It seems Jimmy, Jordan, and I have all just been kind of getting skunked a little bit out there. We were trying to bring ice fishing stories, but today it actually all worked out, and Mother Nature's cooperating. It's a beautiful sunny day, not a hint of wind out here, and we're having a blast.
Well, that didn't take long.
Swam right in, right 2 feet under the ice and grabbed her.
Ray's fiancée, Carolyn Fisher, joined us once she finished working for the day, and she had her Vexilar dialed in. Rob says once you get the hang of using electronics, they can help increase your fishing success.
Well, I've been fishing with one of these for like 20 years now, and you just keep it on a low setting, and typically it'll pick up your jig as it drops, and you'll just see a bigger mark from what your jig is just come in and swim and stop right by it. And if you don't see your line twitch or your bobber twitch, then you just kind of move it up and down in front of them and entice them to bite. And as soon as your line stops, your bobber moves, and just let them take the bait and set the hook, and should be golden.
What do you think of all this, Carolyn?
Oh, this is a riot. Just a riot. It's my favorite thing to do anymore.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you like about ice fishing?
Well, when you're catching them this fast, it's just, you don't think of anything else but catching the next one. So it's just fun dropping and catching.
Cool.
We do a lot of fishing. When we first met, he said to me, I fish every day. And I said, cool, I can go in the boat and read my book and watch you. So we did that. I never picked up my book. He put a rod in my hand, and I've been fishing ever since. But he's very patient, and he only took my fish off my line a couple of times, and he says, you're on your own now, Fisher, so figure it out. So I've had to learn to bait and hook, and I don't know all the terms of everything, but I just catch them.
There are just a ton of fish in here, huh?
Yeah, they're all staged here right now. There's just around this corner, there's a canal that they spawn in. And I found these fish a few weeks ago in here. And they are just staged in here big time feeding, getting ready for the spawn. So it's absolutely incredible how many fish are in here right now. Not bad, huh, fellas?
That's cool. Look at that. Nice. Those are some good slabs of meat.
Now you're doing it without a Vexilar or anything. You're just old school and you're catching more fish than everybody.
Right, I'm not smart enough to know that you need all that stuff. I just do what they tell me.
Well, it seems to be working out for you.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Steve was right. We were all having a blast out here. And even though Jordan was running the camera, he managed to have some fun too. He was playing around with the new GoPro camera and getting some pretty cool underwater shots down below the ice. This darker colored water made it a little challenging for the camera's visibility, but Jordan was getting some great close-up shots under the ice, a perspective we don't usually get to see. He was in the perfect position to capture Don's big fish of the day coming up through the ice too. So while Jordan was running the GoPro, I picked up the big camera to grab a little footage, and before I knew it, the tables had somehow turned.
You're like Vexilar.
Jordan.
Fish right there. Oh, hey, sorry. Been running the camera for a couple hours this afternoon, and not even a couple hours, an hour. The fishing has been unbelievable. I've never filmed or been fishing myself and it's been this good. After about an hour, and I think we're up to 70 fish, I just couldn't stand it. I had to jump in a hole, and unfortunately for Jenny, that just happened to be hers. Unbelievable. That's awesome. Get your bait ready.
Throw that one back.
Did you pick out the smallest one?
This is on the extremely small size of what we've been catching today, but this is unreal. They're just flying up off the bottom to come
Fix
get it.
Jake.
That's it, huh?
Well, we started out using some minnows and some waxworms and some different things, and the fish bite has been so good that we've switched to just this little grub.
I can't see my dang thing.
This is unbelievable. We've caught so many of this size fish and even a couple nicer. I mean, in literally less than an hour. This is just, it's unbelievable.
Are you in heaven?
Oh man, I'm just glad I'm not behind the camera anymore.
Well, I had to take it away from you because you're getting drool all over it. It was about to shut down from water damage. Well, part of a good day of fishing is being able to have a few laughs, and we definitely had plenty of time for joking around out here. After just a couple of hours on the ice, we had a decent pile of fish going. Among the 7 of us out here, we ended up with 111 crappies. And as with any good fish story, we'd need a picture to back it up. And my friends know that any picture I'm involved in is probably going to take on the shape of a human pyramid. This was a perfect opportunity to grab one more for the collection. After the photos, we headed back to Ray's house where the guys made quick work of cleaning all those fish. We had plenty for a good fish fry and some extra fillets for everyone to take home a few for the freezer. We did leave plenty of fish in the lake for the upcoming spawning season and of course next year's catch right here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Hi, I'm Jordan Brown. For this week's show, I was headed down to the very southern part of the state on a beautiful piece of property, tagging along on one of our last rabbit hunts of the year.
Finally got on a couple. That makes about 6 we got, so we're doing pretty good.
Tell me about this rabbit, how quick that was.
It took about 5 seconds. We walked down, they jumped, they're coming right out, and we killed it that easy.
That's a pretty good start to the day.
Heck yeah.
Later in the year, especially in around the middle of February, rabbits start breeding, and you know, they run funny. They run real funny. They start ganging up. You might run 2 or 3 out at the same time, and they run a little bit different. And then this time of the year, it gets hot. And the running is not quite like it is when there's, you know, snow on the ground or cooler weather. So we prefer hunting in early December right on through, you know, not early, maybe middle December up until January and early February, and then we quit.
There you go, 4 more.
We were off to a great start, but the rabbits were a little camera shy. Finally, on our 5th rabbit, we were able to get the hunter, cameraman, and rabbit in the same spot.
Oh yeah, I got him. Let him get past that group.
Yeah, baby.
Tell me about that rabbit. I've had a little trouble getting to my camera so
Yeah,
far.
this is I think our 5th one we've killed, and I think the first one on camera. Yeah, it's dogs did a really good job. Yep, so.
We're about what, 100 yards into the property?
Yeah, at least the house. Yeah, the house is right there. Yeah, that's great. This is a phenomenal piece of property. So, all right, let's get some more.
When a rabbit jumps, if you jump a rabbit at a certain point, you usually stand near that area where you jump, and if the dogs run him right, they'll run him around in a circle and bring him back close by to where he initially jumped, and then we try to get him. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go in the hole. And I know some areas we hunt, they have coyotes, and if the coyote pressure is kind of rough on them, they don't run right, they run funny. But we basically just try to jump them and stand around and let the dogs work and bring them back to us. And, you know, that's all part of the hunt. If we didn't have the dogs, we probably wouldn't even hunt them. You know, we just like doing the dog. We love the dogs. And I grew up with it, and so did my friend John. So that's basically what it is. You know, you just try to find a good cover, find some good cornfields or soybean fields, and find the swamps that are nearby. And you know, they usually rabbits, a good rabbit habitat, they'll sit around that area, and then you just go in and try to get them up, get them around. He's coming. You get it?
Got it.
Right!
You guys have been practicing quality rabbit management, waiting for the camera, huh?
You got that right.
we had a lot of chances, but every time the camera was with the rabbit, the rabbit went somewhere else, you know, so had to keep moving around. Finally got on a couple. That makes about 6 we got, so we're doing pretty good.
Well, so far it's unbelievable. Great piece of property. I've never been here, and Rabbit Whisperer saved it for us just for today. So he said it was going to be a good day, and he didn't lie to us. Well, I don't think we've covered a portion of this property.
Well, my parents bought the property in 1968, and so we've been here for quite a while. There was a lot of changes over the years, but we started putting in green fields for the deer and piling the brush for the rabbits, and you know, trying to upkeep it for the animals. And Dad was always a big hunter, so he did a lot of things to help the hunting, because he was a big hunter, big coon hunter for many years, and that was the main reason he bought the property back in '68, was just so he could coon hunt here. And I sure enjoyed it in my lifetime while I was growing up here, and wish my dad could still be enjoying it with me, though. I really do that. And we got to 40 here, and with the neighbor Otis, he's got his 37 acres, so we've always had basically a good chunk of adjoining property, and I've got about 300 acres I can hunt on the other side, so there's a big chunk here that I've grown up on, and probably know every little tree and every little stick and just about every creek there is around here. So, but I spend a lot of time in the woods. I enjoy it if I'm not cutting trees and trying to help out for the environment, you know. If it weren't for work, I'd be in the woods all the time.
Although everyone was enjoying the rabbit hunt, the main goal today was to get kids involved in the outdoors. The habitat we were hunting was excellent, with plenty of rabbits, but that's not what today was all about.
This is our second time doing this with Jordan, and I'd like to do it every year if we could. Actually, I'd personally like to do it every week, but it's not feasible. You know, just having the boys out here and your friends, results, that's a bonus. It's obviously just the experience of getting to go and what makes up the trip in general. I would love to see my boys out here doing the same things, you know, and this is what it takes, you know, to get them out here and, you know, just slowly get them into it, and if it takes, it does. It's so much better than, there's so many things that can lead them down the wrong path these days, and doing this, it's wholesome. I mean, it does not get any better than this. This is what we were put here to do, and I think that's just how it should be. So I think we're off to a good start.
That's 4 shots and 3 rabbits, so I ain't complaining too bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was cool. Yep, that was neat. He was
I think I got him coming right out of the pile and everything.
Did you? Yeah, that was neat. He couldn't have come out more perfect.
Yeah, I was just getting set up, and all of a sudden, boom, they come out, but
right.
I think I got him.
As always, you know, the terrain and everything's exceptional, you know, for rabbit hunting, but it's the most difficult for you, Jordan, to get the footage on camera. So we did our best, and we had a really good day. We even passed a few rabbits trying to get some more footage, but it was a really good day. We can't complain. Thank the good Lord for the good weather we had, and just a good time and camaraderie and the fellowship.
After several hours in the woods, the day's hunt was winding down. Pleasant weather, good sending conditions, and plenty of rabbits had made for a great hunt. And the fact that we were able to get a few on camera, well, that was just a bonus.
Okay, today we had John Hammock and a good friend of mine. We rabbit hunt together all the time, and we had a couple of boys. Had Todd Robbins and his 2 sons, and we had the landowners out walking with us. So we had a good hunt. We shot about 11, 12 rabbits, and we all got 5 beagles. I got a couple black and tans registered, and John's got a couple. So they're good straight dogs. They run a good rabbit. Mainly, we come out. We don't try to kill them all. We just try to kill a few, and you know, we want to get some for Jordan to put on Michigan Outdoors. So we basically just come out and have a good time, bring the kids out, you know, get them started, and try to do the same things we used to do growing up.
The storylines for today's hunt were endless, and whether it was a father and his son spending time in the outdoors, 2 old friends continuing their love for rabbit hunting, or just soaking up one of the last rabbit hunts of the year, no matter how you slice it, it was a great day to be in the woods here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week. Like I said earlier, our PBS stations are pledging right now, so pledge early, pledge often, let them know you want to support outdoor programming here in the great state of Michigan. Thank you so much for joining us this week, and if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by the Michigan chapters of Safari Club International. For over 40 years, SCI has been protecting hunters' rights and promoting wildlife conservation here in Michigan and around the world. SCI chapter locations can be found on the web at firstformichigan.org. By Showspan, producing consumer shows that include the Ultimate Sports Show in Grand Rapids. Over 350 exhibitors, outdoor gear, boats, seminars, Lake Ultimate, and Big Buck Night. The Ultimate Sports Show at the DeVos Place in Grand Rapids. Closed captioning is provided by Marvo Mineral, makers of Lucky Buck, deer management products including minerals to supplement deer diets year-round to improve health and antler growth.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, east to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love